Okay, hello. Oh, come on. I the wrong one. I need to take and change my mice. Hello, everyone in YouTube coin community. It's me, Robert, with Cointalk. Today, we're going to be discussing how to improve your collection and make it more valuable. This ought to be a fun topic. We're going to take and just go over our experience. So, if you have any input yourself, it'd be nice to hear from you guys as far as how you take and how you might upgrade your collection. Do you just buy it up, or do you take some coins that say a semi-key coin that you have? Maybe it's not as high of a grade as you want. Do you use it as trade bait and upgrade the value of your collection? Either way, things for you guys to be thinking about. However, we're going to take first things first. We're going to go to Brad, and he's going to update us on the news. So, Brad, take it away.
I don't want to talk about the news. The news is depressing. Everybody's just yelling at each other about who to vote for and everything. Oh, you wanted coin news, Robert. I'm sorry. How about show news? September 20th to 21st, Harrisburg Coin Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the Nevada State Coin Show in Carson City, Nevada. If you go there, take a trip to the Mint, please. The 21st and 22nd, Coin Expo in San Jose, California. I used to love San Jose when I got to go there a couple times a year. Nice place. And on the 22nd only, the Trevios Coin Show in Trevios, Pennsylvania, the South St. Paul Coin Show in South St. Paul, Minnesota, the Peatone Coin and Currency Show in Peatone, Illinois, the Ohio Coin and Collectible Show, Westlake, Ohio, also down south, the Palm Beach Coin Club Show in Green Acres, Florida. We have the Old Bridge Coin Currency and Collectible Show in Old Bridge, New Jersey. Also, the Kokomo Coin and Collectible Show in, of course, Kokomo, Indiana. On the 26th through the 28th, the big show, Sacramento Valley Coin Club Show in Sacramento, California. And on the 28th only, the Ancient City Coin Club Coin and Currency Show in, of course, the oldest city in the U.S., St. Augustine, Florida. And the New Smyrna Beach Coin Show in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. And on the 29th, the New England Sunday Coin Show in Devers, Massachusetts. And the Van Nuys Coin Show in Van Nuys, California. And for all of those out there in the YouTube world that have been living under a rock, we have gold at $25.87 just before I came on, silver at $30.95, and good old platinum bringing up the rear at $9.85. Robert, back to you.
Okay, we're going to take and bring everybody in, but for those that was living under a rock, did everybody notice that when the Fed took and dropped the interest rate by 50 points, they took in
half a point?
0.5, whatever. The gold made a record high of 26.11 is what I believe it was. I'm going to double check that from Nick. Nick, what do you say? Did you see it?
I did see it, but then I also saw it took a slight dip for a second as well. So it went
up. And it's moved back up. It's moving back up now.
It is moving back up, but there is always that short window where the Fed will change rates and it will dip and then go right back up.
Well, this one, it shot up, dropped right back down, and now it's moving back up again. So
yeah.
So if they lowered the interest rate to control inflation, and inflation influences the value of your gold, why did gold go up?
Why did they lower the rates? Why did they lower the rates?
Because it's an election year.
But yeah.
John Jacobs, John Jacobs wants to know where you are.
Who? What?
John Jacobs in the sidebar over here says, "Where's Nick?" Nick's on her own planet.
I do think it will. Gold will come back down. I think it rose too quickly to stay, but that's just my opinion. I think it'll come down a little bit.
Gold behaves very well. If you tell it to stay, it will. Stay gold.
I mean, once it hits a certain threshold, it will, but I think it'll still come down a little bit.
I'm still waiting for B to say something.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I am. I like to hear from you. How are you?
It's controlled by the stock market. All that. They control the stock market with the price of gold and silver. You know how that goes. Correct, Mr. Brad?
I got a kink in my neck.
I bet you do. Okay.
Loser.
There we go. There was the new high in gold. 26.
So that was my little dip I was talking about, and that's where I should have started buying again.
That's not a dip.
It's a little bit. I mean, it rose. It says it's not going to come down a little bit. I mean,
if that was a pothole in the road, I wouldn't even bother paving it.
Well, I'll tell you what. If it's a pothole in Maine, you would pave it because we have a lot of potholes and they are big, and I don't like them.
We're going to use Nick to fill in the pothole, and then we're going to pave over it.
I'm going to be Jimmy Hofford. I'll be Jimmy Hofford.
He's holding up an overpass somewhere. Yeah.
Well, they say he's under Giant Stadium. Who knows?
Yeah, he's at the welcome pad at Giant Stadium.
Poor guy.
Robert, I had something very unusual happen to me the other day when I was on my way back from the Tampa coin show or my golf vacation, whichever you'd prefer to call it.
Golf vacation.
I'm getting on the plane and somebody sitting there's like a customer stops me in the aisle. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm going to be, and then I was being stalked at baggage claim.
Were you really?
I was.
Oh, I did hear about that.
You heard about that.
By a woman, though. I heard about it too. It's by a woman.
It
yes,
was.
It was. It was a little bit shorter woman, but
it was
cute.
yeah, but it was really good because all the other guys were going, she's talking to you, So anyway, one of our YouTube listeners will know who we're talking about because she is the guilty party, but it was very nice.
Well, I can tell you who the guilty party is.
Huh?
Go ahead, Nick.
Amanda.
What? You weren't supposed to say anything. Everybody else is going to be jealous now.
She already told us. How do you think we knew?
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
Right now should know because we all heard about it. What was it, Monday?
I think
probably because
it was today. No, Wednesday.
No,
I don't have a sale Wednesday.
No,
it was Monday.
It was Monday. Yeah,
it happened on Sunday, so you heard about it Monday, probably.
Right after it happened. Yeah.
See, people brag when they see celebrities at the airport.
Well, I thought she was bragging because you seen her.
I was.
Goodness me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
When's the last time you were recognized in an airport by somebody other than the police? B.
Really? Nobody recognizes me at an airport, and I love that.
Except the police.
No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the police, but I was recognized. Guys, get this. True story. In Japan at the airport.
Wow, that's pretty good, Robert. Holy moly. You wanna elaborate or can we hear more?
That's fine. No. It was a friend of mine that I knew before, but me and him both do AA, and we just took him both was going to the Philippines at the same time, and we met in Japan. I mean, it wasn't a pre-planned meet. We just happened to stumble into each other in Japan. So I can't remember which airport we was at, but it was one of the airports in Japan. There's only two, Nagasaki and what's the other one, hon? Narita?
Tokyo? Tokyo doesn't have an airport? Come on.
No, they've got, Narita. It might have been Narita is where I met him at. But either way, I mean, that was just fun. Now, real quick though, Brad, I did want to find out, how about a nice review? Because I've heard a few people have made some videos on the Tampa Bay show. With it being a newer show, why don't you give us a little bit of a review?
Okay, just give me a second here. While hold on, dump, take me back down. Put everybody up. Just give me a minute here. I want to send Robert a picture first. That, let's see. There's got to be.
Ah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it's going to the Gmail, Robert, 321 at Gmail.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. By the way, Nick,
Mm-hmm.
I was offered just today. Person I know got a bunch of gold in, and they had 50 pesos at 31.60, 20 pesos at 12.80, 100 coronas at 25.50, and just $20 double libs at 25.60.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I told him I wasn't interested because it's the height. I'm gonna wait for the dip to go down. Plus, I just bought some gold not too long ago. I bought a couple ounces.
I have somebody that is
Not
selling.
for me.
You didn't take and sell it to me at spot with a
I do have 10th ounce maple leaves right now at $270.
No.
Nah. What? That's a great price.
Not from what I'm getting gold right now myself.
What do you? But they're 10th
Well,
ounce. They're 10th ounce BU
I
sealed.
assume you want me to share.
No. Okay. Yes. Don't blow it up too much. Somebody might recognize somebody there. How many people do you see in the picture?
Wow.
That
Wow.
was the crowd waiting to get in Thursday
Like
morning
11.
when the show opened.
Yeah. And that counts the guy that's working. Like 11 people in that picture.
Yeah.
12.
Now Charlie and I are not in the picture, so there's two more. But there's like a dozen people waiting to get in Thursday morning at opening time.
Do you think that is strictly because of it being a new show?
What about it being during the week as well? I mean,
Yeah.
Good question.
oh, okay. I guess questions are not allowed today.
Nick never goes to a show with more than 30 tables. So if you're a weekend only person, no. I mean, if you're waiting at Central States, there's 50, 60 people waiting to get in minimum, sometimes 150 on the first day. Our show in Cincinnati has between 50 and 100 people.
But isn't it on a weekend?
No.
Well, I hope. Oh, to see if I'm going to be getting another grandchild. Well,
congratulations, Ronald.
And good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah.
So anyway, most major shows, Nick, open on Thursday, and they're for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and people go home. This show actually opened Tuesday evening for dealers for a special trade. Then Wednesday, you could buy an early bird pass for, it was like $150. And then Thursday morning was general admission starting at $15.
Well, I guess I would think, why aren't people working? That's just me,
Because
though.
coin collectors are rich and they can afford to take time off work.
And you saw how many rich people were hanging out waiting to get in the show, too.
That's right. Me and my two best friends. No, I don't think it was because it was a Thursday, because there are people that come to shows. I think it was a combination of new show, but it was promoted very heavily through the press. They bought advertising. They did all kind of things. So new show. I don't know if Tampa had something to do with it or not.
Was it hot?
Sure, it was hot.
Well, I'm wondering. I mean, sometimes people don't want to get out when it's hot, like your elderly, rich friends.
But they all live in Florida, which is hot anyway.
Oh,
Okay, so there we go.
And number two, most coin shows have AC.
well,
Yeah,
I realize that, but
the
I mean, I
AC
live down south too, and it's like you melt from the car to get into wherever you need to go. You had to
Right.
so warm your car up. You had to cool it down, especially with leather.
two of my friends that I set up with at Fun had a table, and they were right underneath the air conditioner, and they were wearing jackets all show.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrible at their show.
Oh, there were 3 boys.
But also, coin people don't think they should have to pay an admission charge to get into shows.
Yeah.
And I think it's time that the public buck up.
And why should they? They're going to be bucking up when they come to your table and purchase.
Okay, so Nick, do you go to any other type of show?
Yes, I do, but I'm asking you. I don't.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to make a point. What kind of show do you go to?
I've been to the one in Nashua, New Hampshire.
No, not a coin show. Other types of shows.
A movie?
Do you go to antique shows, gun shows?
Yeah, and I get in for
comic book
free.
convention?
I get in for free.
Dave, how much does it cost to go to Comic-Con?
$100 and something.
$150 a ticket?
Comic-Con? Are you kidding me?
What?
I'm going to be at Comic-Con.
If you go in that bikini dress like Princess Leia, they probably let you in. The rest of us pay $150 a ticket.
But I would never go to Comic-Con, so I wouldn't know how much a ticket costs.
Okay. But what
You
I'm
just
saying
got
is,
to remember she hasn't even seen Star Wars.
I haven't.
that's right. Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot. All right. So if I go to a small, like 30 table gun show, that's $10 to $12 to get in.
For you.
If I go to an antique fair, it can be $10 to $50 to get in. And people pay it and wait in line and to get in. Coin shows cannot continue to raise dealer table rents and expect that to be the only way that the promoter makes money.
Really, girl?
So, yeah, Scott S. I have to pay for garage sale shows, gun shows, craft shows, etc.
Which one do you guys go into?
Everybody else in the world understands you pay an admission. And
Yeah.
I think the public should pay an admission to coin shows and help keep it down.
That's what it is for a 5-day
A
pass.
5-day pass to Comic-Con for this coming year or
This last one.
this last one?
Yeah.
A 5-day pass, Nick. Get how much was it for a 5-day pass?
$500.
$1,187. Thank you very much.
I mean, okay. I'm glad.
So how much is that per day, Brad?
I have no idea. $200 and some,
Yeah.
whatever.
I sent you an email as well, Robert, for some coins that OC would like to ask you about. And then I have a nickel somebody had sent to me from my local area that would like to ask a question.
You got it. Just give me a memento.
So all I'm saying is if you're asked to spend $5, $10, $15, or even $20 to get into a show, depending on the size of the show, you should think that that is money well spent.
I mean, there's other things you can do to raise money in the
Skip
show.
the $7 hot dog, and
I mean,
I'm sorry, but it's the same thing as a swap meet. You
Have
got to pay to
refreshments.
get into a swap meet so that you can buy certain items. You got to pay to get into a coin show.
yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah. I'm pretty used to it. I don't know. What is your point, Nick? You shouldn't have to pay? Is that the point you're making? Or
depending on how much it is, though. I mean, I'm not going to spend tons of money.
oh, how much? Oh,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of money to go into a coin show when I want to
Okay.
buy coins. I mean, there's only so much funds I have in my pocket, and I don't want to waste it for a ticket going in.
Ooh, okay. She's got a point, Brad, but yeah, she's got a point.
Okay, Nick, you're up. What am I looking?
I can't give an eye roll because my eyes just burst forth from my skull.
I mean, but you're on the other side of it too, Brad. I'm talking about it on the consumer side, and you're talking about it on a dealer side.
Not
and you're talking
necessarily.
about-
I was on the consumer side last Thursday, happy to give my $15 to get in.
Because you're still thinking with the mentality of a dealer mind. I mean, you still got that mentality of that mind. So you're thinking, okay, I don't want the rent of my table going up. So yeah, I want. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't have a table at that show, but
Oh
anyway.
my God. What?
He was near the women's restroom.
But I'm saying you still think
I
like
remember that.
you turn off. I mean, do you have a split personality? Where you turn off the dealer, Brad, and then the consumer.
Hold on just a second. Hi, Nick.
Oh my God.
Which one am I now?
You must be consumer.
I can be Brad or I can be Bart. Which one?
You even have a name for him?
I'm identical twins from different mothers.
Oh gosh, that's interesting. But I mean, you have to understand though. Sometimes, I'm thinking from this perspective.
When I buy from my own collection, I'm a collector.
Okay,
when I buy for inventory, I'm a dealer.
Okay.
So yes, I have a split personality, and I understand. I've gone to dealers' tables before, and they say, "You can't buy anything here. I want retail for my coins." I said, "Well, if you have something for my collection, guess what? I'm a retail buyer also."
But still, when you're talking about a fee going in somewhere, you're still thinking of it as, I don't want my tables to go up.
What's $5? What's $5, Nick?
$5 is fine, but if you're talking about like a Comic-Con, $1,100 for five, I mean,
that's a little extreme. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
but people line up to give $10 and $15 to get into
that's
little gun
reasonable.
shows.
That's reasonable.
Okay,
I'm okay with reason.
I think A&A is what, $10 or $11, Brad?
Unless you're a member. If you're a member, it's free.
Right. No, but I'm saying to the public it's $10 or $11, but you're right, to a member it's free. I'm just saying, but now the A&A, in all fairness, I mean, the dealers are paying for their tables there, and those are the most expensive tables.
Hey, John just acquitted me. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we have OC in the chat right now. So before we lose him, let's ask his questions. So this is his coin right here. And he would like to know, first of all, is it a 1883?
Yes.
Okay. And what kind of value would you give this?
It's a CC. As a damaged CC, I would say that would be about a $75 coin.
Is that what you wanted to know, OC? If you have any more questions about your coin.
Well, there you go, Nick. Next.
Okay, a friend of mine found this nickel and wanted to know if it was worth anything, and because it looked odd to them.
It's a war nickel.
Silver. It's silver, and it's worth what, about $1.25 right now, Brad?
Retail.
But
right.
did you see? I saw the plate, but it looked kind of weird on the bottom. There you go.
No, that's just where. That's
okay.
Where.
Okay, because that's where I knew it was, of course, the 44, but it did look odd at the bottom to me.
It has seen it.
Well, there are other things here today that are looking a little odd, but we just don't want to hurt their feelings.
Okay, listen, I've been to the doctor. I had to take you get. What can I say? I'm not perfect.
Yes, that's right. Jammin', 35% silver. Absolutely correct. Thank you.
Thank you.
But OC, I'm sorry, neither of those coins were perfect.
It won't go over here.
What do you think happened to the CC to make it the kind of damage?
It's hit.
A screwdriver and a hammer.
Why would somebody do that?
They tried to make it look like it was 1833.
You think?
Excuse me, let me interrupt a second, guys. I just wanted to let you know that in our there we go. Whoopsie. There. In the present economy, or is the present economy affecting your coin purchases? 73% said yes, 26% said no. So I just wanted to get that out there because I want to find out about
But
everybody to
But
find
are
out.
they affecting the coin purchases up or down?
Okay, well, there you go. You can have
That
that one.
question. They didn't ask that question, Brad.
Right. We didn't ask that question. We
I'm
just
just
asked if
saying.
it was affecting their purchasing. And
We've had
like,
a lot of people coming in trading bullion both ways. We have
Yeah,
sellers, we have
good and
buyers.
bad. Mhm. It's good
Well,
and
if
bad.
if I was buying gold, we'll say when it was $300 spot, of course I'm going to be coming in and wanting to cash it in right now and then buy some more.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to make that much
was-
money,
Hold it. That was a real blonde moment there.
no, it's not a real blonde moment because I may have some other coins that I may want to upgrade.
Okay, but you're cashing in bullion and buying rare date or pre-33. Is that what you meant?
So, come again?
You're cashing in bullion but buying
Yeah.
pre-33.
I would buy some
collectible coins.
333 collectible coins graded.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. But the way you made it sound at the beginning, it was.
Oh, no, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
It wasn't. It wasn't
Oh,
right.
we-
Nick, I promise you.
We all
Ed's
gave
not
you
trying
the
to
Marty
get better
Feldman
right
look
now.
there for a minute. That's okay. She doesn't know who Marty Feldman
But
is.
yeah, it's okay.
I do.
Because I was a little bit like, what? Because it
No,
didn't make
I
sense to
mean-
me either. But it's okay. We got it figured out now. Thank you.
Marty Feldman had big giant eyes and they would go different. He was, from the 60s. From the 60s.
Thank you, Perry Custom Cards. Perry took and sent me and Flordalina. Well, he sent Flordalina some money and said, take your boy out for dinner or something. But thank you.
Thoughtful. That's so nice. He's such a thoughtful
And
man.
Flordalina and I had a great dinner, Robert. Thank you.
Yep. I know that's a lie, guys, so don't worry about it. How you doing, Stick for Fire, and everybody else out there? Sorry if we haven't been able to say hello. Now, how to improve a collection to make it more valuable? Let me ask. I'm going to go ahead and I want to go to somebody that's not a smartass. Nick, we'll start with you. Yeah, Brad's out of the picture.
Brad's already told me that the way I do it is not the appropriate way to do it. So,
well, now hold on. My question though is, I mean, do you ever take and like have a collection? Maybe start out a collection, and I'm going to just throw out there fine condition, fine VF.
I did that with my Walking Liberties.
Okay, but then maybe want to move it up to, let's say, an uncirculated condition set.
I've never seen
How would you go about doing that? Now, would you just buy up, which, in other words, just pay money,
I've never
get the better coin, put it in, or would you use part of the coins that is already in the collection as trade bait and then trade up and just pay the dealer the difference?
That's what I did. Is I used the coins that I already had, I sold them, and then I purchased up.
Okay.
All of
So
them?
you didn't use them as trade bait. You actually just outright
Yes, I did. I did have some walkers that I did have graded, and I did not need them in the collection, so I traded them for gold.
Okay.
From Brad. I
He
sent
found
that.
the fish.
So let me ask you, Nick, you had the whole collection completed.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you completed the whole collection.
Oh, I
That
have
makes a difference.
completed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
it was
a
all completed. And of course, my first, when I first started collecting, they were worn. They weren't probably, just put book fillers. And then, I saved money and then
But
here we go.
But that's okay because you started out as a real neophyte, but now that you know something, if you started a new collection, you wouldn't build a new collection the same way, would you?
Probably not.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
why?
So what I tell everybody is buy the last coin first.
Because it's going to be the cheapest.
No,
Then why?
because whenever you upgrade, you lose money. So buy the coin that's going to be in your collection forever.
Oh, I see. But you'd be surprised. I didn't lose any money when I did that, though.
Well, you were lucky. You had a fish.
No, not
Willing to-
no.
willing to take the
I just had somebody that was really good that could sell them for me, and
but what I'm saying is in general, most
yeah,
people,
in general, yes, because not
you
everybody
should buy a coin that you're happy with forever. Every now and then you upgrade a forever coin, but not often. So if that happens, somebody else will look at that coin as a forever coin. So, but if you just buy a worn out 93cc Morgan just to fill the hole, and then you buy a nice one a couple of years later, that the first one most likely has not gone up in value. You're going to take a loss on it in order to get into the better piece. So why don't you save your money, buy the better piece first, have a little more patience in building your collection. You buy a few less coins a year, but you buy better coins.
I'm glad you said patience, because when, as a new collector, I was in a hurry. I was
Right.
trying.
New collectors think coin collecting is a 100-yard dash.
Right, and then
Really?
so once you complete it, and you
It's a
that rush-
triathlon.
Yeah,
It's a triathlon. You're going to be doing this the rest of your life, probably.
right. So at the end of when I finally finished the collection, I was like, oh, I think
now what do I do?
So it was the chase, it was something that I like to just, chase after. And then once you're all done, it's like, oh, now what? What am I, it's like.
I'm sure your husband feels the same way.
I can tell you, Nick, when I first started, I did like everybody. It was the 100-yard dash, and I went in to get the cheaper ones. Well, in doing so, I had collections that had holes in them because I went in. It's like the young kid, your eyes are this big, but your belly's only a big. So
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
so that's why. And so now it's buying the nicer coins, and if I have to save money for it, it's worth the wait.
for me, what I do now, whatever collection I'm going to go, whatever series I may want to collect, I find out not only the key, but I also find out condition census keys. And I buy the most expensive first in the grade I can afford. And then after that, I will buy the rest of my collection to fit that coin so that when I'm done, my set is pretty uniform. And as Brad just said, by the time I get to the end of it, because sometimes finding a common coin possibly circulated in, let's say, AU 58, okay? Sometimes that's more difficult than getting a MS 67 something.
Here, I'll give you a challenge. Find a perfectly circulated, undamaged, uncleaned VF 85cc. or an 040 in VF. Perfect VF, not clean, not put in a stone mixer to wear it down. Find a perfect VF 040 or 85cc dollar.
Look what Shadrach put.
There's a challenge. The last time I had a perfect VF 85cc dollar, I sold it for MS63 ask on the gray sheet to another dealer.
OC Stacker, you might have got that from me because I had one I just sold not too long ago. Oh no, it
not an 04 plane. Not
right,
an 04 plane.
It wasn't an 04 plane, so
it's got to be an 040. That's the tough one in VF.
Oh,
there we go. Cracker Stacker's got something for sale.
There you go. He got some gold. Everybody's got gold right now for sale.
No.
Everybody could. How's that sound?
I'm not selling any. Are you selling any, Brad?
I'm selling store stock. I'm not selling personal. I'm not selling personal stock.
Walker magnet.
There you
Oh.
go. There's somebody you can talk to.
I know, right?
Hey, Walker Magnet and Nick both missed out on a 1946 double die reverse Walking Liberty AU58 that I just sold online, and it sold at a great price.
I think I saw that.
Share, Robert. How much was it?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I got it right here. I may have it right here.
Is that the one Mark A purchased?
Yes, it is.
Okay, 'cause I
Okay.
saw
Coins Making Sense had at 335 had something. Can you put that up, Robert?
You get it?
Okay. So how do you go about researching condition rarity? Personally, I go to both PCGS and NGC's website,
Mhm.
and I look up the coin in question, and they will list the populations in each grade. So keep in mind that there are resubmissions, and you have to kind of gauge resubmissions and crackouts based on, for example, 85cc dollar and MS63 and MS64 are worth almost the same amount of money. Nobody's cracking 63s to get 64 grade. If you have a 92S where it goes up tens of thousands of dollars in the next grade, if you have a nice 63, you're cracking that puppy a few times and sending it back trying to get the 4 number. So look at the difference in price range, but when it makes sense to crack coins out to try for the next grade, I would tell you that maybe a third of the coins are possibly no longer in holders, but you can get a very good feel for what condition rarities there are by looking at the populations in a particular grade and nicer.
That coins making sense. That, and I will also look at the gray sheet at just go down through and look at their price for a wholesale for a series, and between those 3 items you can get a really good feel for what conditional rarity, what is it, 34S in the Peace Dollar series is probably the scarcest from the AU58 and up, as far as it's going to be more expensive than your key dates. Correct, Brad?
Yes.
That's what I look for.
But for me, go backwards and look at what a 24S does when it goes from 64 to 65 to 66. So you'll find that the 24S in high grade is worth more than a 34S.
Okay, but what I said at the beginning is I look and I allow the consensus rarity to go to a coin that I can afford. Not everybody's got Brad Carlos money to where he can afford any coin. But if you take that same thing that you're referencing and go to a 34S, I probably can't afford it in that grade.
Yeah, actually in MS65, the 25S Peace Dollar is the most expensive, followed by the 28S, followed by the 34S, and then the 24S. So,
but all of them, you're talking 5 digits, right?
No. A couple of them are 5 digits. Yeah, five digits, but not all of them.
Okay, well.
Yeah, he's talking about it going from a very fine, all the way up to an MS65. And it's like a huge difference, Robert. It's $32 for a very fine 20 and $4,000 for an MS65. That's what he's talking about. I got you, Brad.
But more so, like Robert is saying, though, if you go and you want to collect Mercury dimes and AU, there'll be some sleepers in there that you don't think about. The 26S probably will be the toughest one to find.
Yeah. So it's the gap between.
Well, you have to look at key
It's the
dates
gap.
and anymore to be, I feel, to be a smart. If you're going to be smart about your collection and your sets, you've got to look not only at the keys, which everyone, you know, at the beginning of our collecting, they always say, get the keys, get the keys, get the keys. And I'm a big proponent of getting the keys, but I also look at conditional rarity because you could get a unpleasant surprise with a coin, and a good coin that Brad just said, 26S in AU condition. It's going to cost you some do-re-mi.
Yeah.
So it's basically, it's like anything in this hobby. Knowledge is king, okay? I would suggest that you take and, you know, you just do a lot of research on that.
All right.
Before
so,
you purchase a coin that's going to cost you some bucks. You know what I
put
mean?
Nick's comment up from 340 about the SVDB. Okay.
There you go.
So red and brown is a real nebulous grade. You can get ones that are mostly brown and you can get ones that are mostly red. And they'll still be listed as RB red and brown on the holder. So depending on the redness of your red and brown, I think you should expect to pay between $2,300 and $3,000 for an SVDB and an NGC4 red and brown holder.
And you said how much?
$2,300 to $3,000,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be dependent on how much red. Did it just miss being a red, or did it just barely make it into the red and brown from the brown category? So if you pick up a coin and you say, wow, that's got a lot of red for red and brown, then you're going to be probably up towards your $3,000 number. If you look at it and go, how did that get in a red and brown holder? That looks brown to me. You'll probably be able to buy one for, a little over $2,000, $2,300.
So my local coin store that was closed because he's 99 or 89 years old and retired, he's starting to sell off a lot of his coins now that he had in his own safe. And see, he has 2 of those.
Well,
Okay.
lucky you. Take advantage of it.
I mean, I'm not going to be spending $3,000 on a penny.
Or on a cent.
On a cent, yes. It's a cent, not a penny.
When
Either
when you
way,
start collecting British coins, let me know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I say.
okay, either way, I tend to the red brown is such as Brad said. My goodness, that coin! I've seen some red browns that are awfully brown, and I've seen some red browns that are awfully red.
Awfully red, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, to price one of those sight unseen is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
But more so on the red side is more desirable.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
I
And
haven't seen
shiny.
I
And
haven't seen it.
shiny.
He just gave me his price list. Or his
Hold
what
it. That's MS64 brown. So that
Yeah.
but that's a pretty brown. That's got some blue and some
Yeah.
but,
It's toned. It's definitely toned. Yeah.
or did the holder say red and brown? The description says brown. Nope,
It's,
it says red and brown. Okay,
it's
so
toned too.
but that's more towards the brown end of things.
Right, but there you go. That's a good example. The holder says red brown, and it shows brown.
Yeah.
Well, that said brown in their description. They just screwed up their description. David's doubloons asked you, Robert, if coins can develop milk spots after they're in a slab.
Yes.
I don't think so. I thought that was something that occurred and would be obvious prior to them going in. Now, I'm not going to swear to it because I'm not so certain I knew.
Really.
I mean,
I would say it's possible because I've
Me
seen
too.
some MS70 Silver Eagles with milk spots, and they don't grade milk spotted coins. So
Yeah.
I think
it happens before they send them in or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, coins can turn in a holder. Holders are not airtight.
Exactly.
You still have to be smart about what kind of environment you keep your slabs in.
Exactly. 100%.
Oh, Shedrock, hold on.
What did he say? Hello, Mark. Hi, Ernie. Hello, everybody else. Well, I get a chance to get a word in edgewise.
We're all going to be quiet so B can speak.
Oh, stop it. Go ahead, Brad. Please.
That's a 93S Morgan that just came in today.
Oh, that's nice. I like it.
It's
I like
clean.
it very much.
It's clean.
So Shadrach,
I still like it.
Shadrach, have you taken and got that kidney growed yet?
I still like it, Brad. I still like it, though. Don't you?
We'll trade 93S for body parts. What happened? Nick got tired of us and left.
She got mad at you, probably. We didn't do nothing.
Yes, it is clean, Shadrock. I'm sending it in anyway to get it authenticated
Shadrach.
because
Still pretty.
expensive coins deserve to be authenticated so that NGC can guarantee them and not Brad.
My doorbell rang, if you didn't hear it, and it was my mom. I was like, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Say hi to Mom for us.
I kicked her
That's
out.
cool.
She's on her way home.
Oh, you're lucky to still have your mom.
I'm just teasing. She lives 5 minutes down the road. I mean,
Okay.
she just was dropping off some potatoes.
My mom lived to a ripe old age because she didn't qualify for heaven and the devil didn't want any competition.
I've heard that before, Brad.
Sex Stacker says you haven't heard the price yet, David.
Okay.
I don't think David was asking about it. Oh, David hit the.
He had the
BIN.
quarter ounce gold coin for sale.
No, no. David said BIN on the 93.
Oh, I don't own it yet until after it comes back authenticated. It's going to NGC next week just for authentication.
Gotcha.
So, but I do have a lot of new paper money.
That's not surprising, Brad.
You should see. I've got the nicest paper money collection I've ever owned.
You do.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Robert, wait until tomorrow.
Not real money.
I'm going to show you 4 pieces of paper tomorrow you've never seen before.
I like to spend paper.
Do they have Native Americans on it, Brad? Do they have Native Americans on it? Those are very hard to get, rare. I mean, do you have some? Answer my question.
You mean the 1899 5
with the Native Americans on
it?
With
the big full Indian headdress. I bought that today and sold that today. So that's the
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've always wanted one.
Okay, Walker Magnet.
What does he have to say?
Let's go back to the red and brown and red scent. There are different ways to clean coins. All of them just about are improper, and some of them are worse than others. So you can have a cleaned coin that might reduce the coin's value a half a grade, or you might have cleaning that reduces a coin's value multiple grades. So a coin that's lightly wiped that has some light hairlines on it, if it's an uncirculated coin, might still be worth AU money. If we have a polished coin, for example, I just sold today a $10 Indian in like XF or AU condition for melt, $200 over spot times weight. So a little bit more than melt, because the only thing it was good for anymore is to put into a necklace or to keep as a half ounce of gold. Okay, BU, if somebody's grading something BU brilliant uncirculated, it could also stand for beat up uncirculated. It just depends. The individual dealer is going to have his own standard, which isn't going to match up to NGC in any reasonable way. So that coin could be anywhere from MS60 to MS64. So it's hard when you're buying raw coins, and it could be a cleaned coin that's worth AU money or less. So that's really, really a difficult question to answer without having a coin in front of me on the table as an example.
Sample, yeah. So.
Perry's going to go peeling apples today. All
Oh
right.
my gosh, I went apple picking this past weekend.
You
Nice. Yeah.
did. You got your
That's
fingers dirty?
awesome.
You got your fingers dirty going outside?
I'm an outdoors person, of course.
Yeah, we can tell.
I love to be outside, Brad. Why do you think my hair's flat? Because I was outside working in the yard before I came in here.
Oh, but do you wear white gloves when you work outside?
No, are you kidding me? I'd wear black ones, not white ones.
Oh, okay.
No, but I don't.
White ones show the dirt. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I don't. Why do you think I have no nails and my hands are all gross?
I noticed that.
Oh, okay.
She uses her hands a lot, Brad, because she doesn't have fake nails.
Okay, thank you. Walker Magnet asked another question. So shield nickel back that was whizzed. Okay, so a whizzed coin is a coin that has been hit with a Dremel tool with a fine wire brush. What are you pointing at, B?
Robert explained that just recently.
Well, that's okay. Let Brad go for it. That's fine. Go for it, Brad. Go right
Well,
ahead.
I mean, it's just a whiz coin will fool a lot of neophyte collectors. I remember buying the world's best 1949 Franklin half when I was about 12 or 13 years old. Whizzed.
Oh.
Okay. But I still own that coin. I have it. It's a great learning experience.
And a reminder.
It has a whole different look to the surface of the coin. And once you understand it, you'll never be fooled again. So, Walker, don't get rid of that nickel ever, 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 ever. Keep it as a reminder and study it. You'll see where the metal builds up a little extra around some of the devices where it gets pushed by the metal brushing up against a backstop, which would be, the shield or letters.
Do I hold the flowers on the sides? I don't know what that means.
I don't get it.
She's as delicate as a daisy, with thorns like what are those awful trees in the
Well,
forest?
yes, I do hold my coins, but not my flowers.
That's the whiz coin.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so if you don't know what a whiz coin looks like, it's hard to say. But as soon as that came up on the, I can tell it has kind of like an aluminum or super metallic look to it. Generally, it doesn't have any bag marks because the bag marks have been eliminated by the whizzing, and the whole coin kind of has the same texture. It doesn't have any slight variations, or highlights. So,
Brad, I sent you an email.
Yeah, I just saw it pop up. Now I have to go look.
No, you don't. You don't have to. It's a coin list, but but don't freak out of all the prices.
So, what do you guys, either Brad or Robert, would like to explain why they whiz coins? Why do they whiz them?
It didn't attach.
No, it didn't attach.
All right, I'll attach it now.
Why do people whiz coins?
Because they try.
I think everybody would like to know.
Okay, so it'll make the coin look more even, so you can't see where. It'll flatten out bag marks, so it looks like the coin is
uncirculated,
a gem uncirculated coin, even though it's not.
Exactly.
Do you have a Dremel tool at home, B?
Of course.
Okay. Do you have a metal wire attachment?
I'm not even sure. I haven't used it in a long time.
Okay.
So,
well, if you have a metal brush wire attachment,
I don't think I bought it.
It needs to be a brass wire wheel, just so you guys know. And I only know all these things because I have in my past, I've experimented with them, and I actually made one for Brad to do a presentation at the Coin Club one time. Do
Oh,
remember
you
that,
did?
Brad?
So, what I tell people, if
Are
you
you
want to
good
know
at
what,
it, Robert?
oh, he's really good at it.
I am, yeah, because I know what I'm doing.
No, if you want to teach yourself something about cleaning, go buy a BU roll of 1964 half dollars or quarters. The bigger the coin is, easier to work with. So buy a BU roll of 64 half dollars. Then go home and clean them using different methods of cleaning. Get a jeweler's rouge cloth and polish one up. Get a wire. There you go. Get a wire.
Just like that there. We got it on sale tomorrow.
They all take metal off. They all take the silver off. Just a little tiny bit.
Get a pencil eraser.
I tried the pencil eraser trick.
So just experiment with them, because when you're done experimenting, you can go out and sell them for silver value and not lose anything, or you can just keep them in your drawer as a silver investment, because when you go to sell them, they're just going to be worth the silver value at the time anyway. So you're not going to lose anything, but by buying an uncirculated roll, you have a control piece.
Yeah.
Every piece looks exactly the same when you start. So when you get done with your cleaning methods and you line them all up together, you have your control piece, you have your pencil eraser, you have your jeweler's rouge cloth, you have your dip and rinse, you have whatever, semichrome. So there's all kinds of things you can do to ruin a coin. So have at it.
I would
Rule
just
by
give it for the
64.
professionals.
That's funny.
Okay, guys, I can tell you right now, when I first started collecting, because I did not understand all the terminology of what Brad was just talking about, I did take the time. I mean, not only did I do everything he just said, but I also took and I was in the garage and I tried to mimic some of the coins that, oh man, I hate to even bring it up because I know this is going to raise Brad's blood pressure by 2 or 3 points.
I want to see Brad's blood pressure raised.
Well, it's just that a lot of times people will go in the garage and think that they can take 2 coins, smash them together, and all of a sudden, voila, they got a $500,000 unique coin, and they want to sell it to Brad because Brad is so. I'll let you finish that, Brad.
Stupid that I'll buy,
Yeah, but you're so
Walmart
naive
parking lot
that you're
signs
gonna.
for $100,000.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're so naive. I mean,
you know what? I wrote an article for Coin World that's coming out in a couple of weeks, just about that subject matter. So be on the lookout for that.
really.
I read everything Brad puts out in Coin World.
Walker has errors to run, or maybe errands. Spell check got you again. Or maybe they are going to the Walmart parking lot and picking up double dimes.
And Brad's the only one that's going to read it and tell everybody that you need the spell check error.
Oh, I just think I thought it was funny.
Mm.
Ugh.
Just
But
good to
either
have.
way, no, I mean, yeah, Walker, yeah, we'll try to move forward on it. However, I took in what I did is I actually, in order to understand the terminology and to understand, oh, you got some silver. Thank you. I take that as a gift. Thank you.
Big shiny things.
That's big and
Shiny.
shiny.
Hey, I've got something here
Shiny.
that I've never seen before. This is a first.
Oh, that's Patton.
Very good. Do you know who Patton was?
Yes, I do. He was a general.
Okay.
When?
I have read Killing Patton in World War II.
Huh?
Yeah, the Bill O'Reilly series, Killing Patton.
Oh, gotcha.
The Russians did it.
Huh?
The Russians did it.
No, well, I mean, there's a lot of theories. Yeah, the Russian, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that I agree with you more so, Nick, than I do Brad, but that's just my personal opinion, and that's all we're discussing right now.
Well, you know how much the Russians hated him, right?
Well, there are several theories. That is one theory, yes, Brad. But I mean,
We also know that the United States of America didn't like what he was saying, and he was coming back to give a report that nobody wanted in the United States of America. Is that right,
well, I
Nick?
mean,
And I
he
have
was
not
really,
read the book.
he was really in a car crash. I mean, in a Jeep crash. He got in a car accident.
That's right. Like I said, Nick, am I about accurate with what I said without ever reading that book?
Mm-hmm. It was, but I mean, I knew who he was before then. I think all the killing series are good. I mean, they're all really good.
Well, yeah, there's a
Nick, you never cease to amaze me.
He's doing it.
Thank you. What did I do now?
What can we do?
I don't blame you, Nick.
No problem.
Did her eyes roll back in her head?
I wasn't watching. I didn't.
No, what's
see it.
interesting about Patton is how smart he was and how he had decoys set up and fooled the Russians.
They had to.
Okay,
Maybe
Brad.
they're clones, Brad. Maybe they're clones. You never know.
Patton was the decoy.
Right, but
He
did
did
he
not.
Okay, didn't he? Okay,
It wasn't his idea.
It wasn't. Okay, it may have been him, not his idea to put him in the field at that time, or on the front lines at that time. Okay, Brad, look it up.
I like Ike.
I like
Any
MacArthur.
comments, Robert?
MacArthur. What the hell? I mean, might as well get another one in there.
Throw it in there.
There you go, THS. Exactly. There was more than inflatable tanks, but you're
There you go. That's what I was talking about.
Yes, but Patton was the decoy. He didn't come up with it. Eisenhower came up with it.
Okay, even the inflatables. He did. Well,
Oh, they were both military guys. Big boy.
but they fell for it anyways. Nevertheless, it worked.
Military guys. What's it? You know, I ain't saying nothing else.
Okay, Jammin Mackey asks about his Mercury dimes there at 402. So Robert, I haven't seen lime green and pink maroon toning on a coin that was natural. Have you?
Natural. Neither have I.
The green, no, I can't say that I.
That almost sounds like
Where?
heavy PVC.
Yeah.
Where's my nicely? Man, my nicely toned Mercuries are not anywhere close for me to grab them.
It's like what color, you guys? That silver tones. Period.
In other words, Jammin, I'm saying
period.
In all likelihood, it's artificial toning, which would impact the price negatively.
Yeah.
If it happens to be original toning and it's magnificent, it can bring a lot more money. So,
yeah.
Again, without seeing it, it's hard to tell, but based on your description of the colors, I would guess that that's artificially toned.
If we can go back to 350, there's a
okay,
question.
Jamin, real quick. Jamin, if you can send me photographs, I'll put it up and then we can see if we can tell if it's artificial or if it's genuine.
That would be
I'm sorry. Now, what were you looking for, Nick?
Back up at 3:50 p.m. from OC. There you go.
Unk. Okay, so personally, I'll call a coin Unk if it's 60 to 62, maybe 63. BU, brilliant uncirculated, 63 to 64, and gem 65 and up. But every dealer is going to have slightly different
standards.
Thank you, B. Standards for what they call coins. So you have to be very careful with raw coins as to know how much the dealer that's grading them knows about grading and how honest they're being with you on their grade. So,
And how much experience they have doing it.
yeah. But even
Also-
though it's not just experience, though, it's sometimes how honest do you want to be about your
Well,
grade?
that's true
Yeah.
too.
I mean, because
That's true,
people will
too.
mark BU on a coin that I go, that's A.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
so, yeah.
So,
Okay. Also, let me point out, Brad. I think you'll agree with this. Throughout time, especially for an older coin dealer, if he's been in it as long as you, the grading standards have changed. So that, depending upon when they graded it as well.
Hey.
I bought some coins from Paul Paget that was well better grades than what he had stipulated, but they were old in his stock.
Frank Mons, only one of us can be the grumpy dwarf. Somebody else has to. Robert's more like the sleepy dwarf today. So,
Okay.
yeah, at 4:05, Frank Mons kind of say, a
That's
nice.
funny.
I'm so
Actually,
amused.
Ike had a place at Gettysburg.
What about Gettysburg? I'm sorry, I was paying attention to what Frank
Ike had a
said.
house right there next to Gettysburg. He bought a house right next to the battlefield.
Oh, really?
Oh, I thought he meant his final resting place.
No,
I know a
thought-
guy that's obsessed with that. Like he's obsessed with battlefields.
Isn't Ike
weird.
in the big cemetery in Washington?
Arlington.
Arlington, thank you.
Arlington, yeah.
That's where Kennedy
Oh,
is too. Kennedy's in Arlington.
Yeah. And his own little spot.
Well, he's got the Eternal Flame, of course, and
Eternal Flame and the
then Jackie and all their kids that have since
Oh,
passed
yeah.
because they
We've
had.
been to Arlington and seen Kennedy's grave site
Really?
with the Eternal Flame.
Did you see it when Jackie was there or when she wasn't?
I've been there.
But when Jackie there or not?
No. Oh, was she buried there?
Was she there? Well, was she dead by
I've
then?
been there before and after.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, if you go,
So the whole family's
if you
there?
go on Halloween at midnight, Jackie's ghost comes and visits with you.
Well, I'd like to sit down and talk with her.
It's too
You're
bad.
right.
I understand.
Way too many.
Yeah.
I would never do that. I mean, that's creepy, but
No, but if you could have met her when she was alive, yeah, me
yeah, I
too.
really know. After I've read so many books about her and stuff, I think she was a snot, and I don't think I really would want to meet her.
Well, she's the Bouvier.
Oh, you'd fit right in, Nick. You're that upper eastern snot.
Yeah,
group.
I kind of agree with
what, you
that.
so
Yeah.
snot? Well,
I never get accused of that. You know, I
I don't get accused of it either.
I always get accused of the police stopping me at the airport, like Brad said. Thanks a lot, Brad.
Is somebody saying something bad about
Yeah.
me?
I remember the stuff you say
No.
to me.
Okay, you can put it up. That's fine.
Um,
This is interesting what Robert just found on eBay.
yes. What do we find?
Just hold on. He's going to share it here in a minute.
A lock of Nick's hair. What?
Can you make
a
it
real
He says my dad was trying to what?
Was trying to get interested in coins by showing me videos about different coin varieties, and we found a video about a dime with a 5 on the cheek. We found it interesting, so we started searching through a bunch of the 1966 dimes, hoping to find one that we couldn't. I got bored one day and decided to search for a 5 on the cheek dime. I ended up finding it and appeared to be a 5 on the cheek. Went and showed my dad my phone. The listing I found appeared to have what seemed to be a 5 on its cheek. Dad took a look at the listing and confirmed it was a 5 on the cheek. Dad bought the dime off of eBay. See you, Mr. Lost.
oh, that's awesome. So do you
So
have?
awesome, yeah.
I like
That
the
is-
art. I like the artwork.
Yeah,
Did-
BGS and pristine. Yeah, I like the artwork too. Can you
Got a
highlight
lot
that?
more
That
hair.
is really
Huh?
sweet.
Got a lot
Did you
of
talk
hair.
to this
I
person?
like that. Yeah.
Did you speak with them, Robert?
No, this is the first. He just found this. This is the first time I'm seeing it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So a little bit of free advertisement for him, which is okay. That's his drawing there, and yeah.
So this is his coin he's selling.
Yes.
Hello.
What's the grade on that thing? FS. Okay, SP 67.
Yeah.
Good luck. I hope you get that kind of money.
Well,
Michael
if
Michael
there's any-
Mullins at 409 asked a question about an NGC mislabeled slab. No.
Okay, so on that eBay, you can contact the seller. That would be really neat to send him a copy of the show.
Hey, well, if somebody sees him, wants to say something, that's fine. Who knows? He somehow has our channel because he had it referenced in his listing.
Oh.
So
Okay, because that's kind of neat. He's a fan.
yeah.
Yeah, the
You,
mistake.
not us.
Does a
You.
mislabeled NGC slab add any value to a coin?
No, only if it's
No.
made at the mint.
Although I do like THS's comment at 410.
What did he say?
I have to find it. Hold on.
I want a fan. I don't have fans like that. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay, let's move along. Yeah, let's move. Moving along.
Are we talking about me?
I think they
I
are.
did. I don't know.
I think they are, Nick. I don't know. People are mean.
I mean, if you want, I mean, I can put the crown on. I mean, if the crown fits.
I love it when you do. I think you look
And then go to the
fantastic
top
in
of the lighthouse and have the light shine off of the crown.
I
And
You know, we
it'll
do have a lot of lighthouses here in my
sparkle all
state.
over.
We do have a lot of lighthouses, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what they're making. You know what they're making fun of.
I don't really care. You really think I wouldn't put the crown on?
It doesn't bother me either. People make fun of me all the time. I let it go.
Kind of like Frozen, and she's a princess. She lets it go.
Yep. Got
I've
to.
heard that about you.
Oh, THS, that's so nice.
What do you say? No, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm just old. I'm just old.
It's a better show when she loses her shit. I mean, I think it's funny.
Me too.
No, that's $HIT.
Oh,
Me too. I'm having fun.
What
I always
time is it?
do. I love this.
Is
I
it
love
5
doing
o'clock somewhere?
somewhere.
Not here. It's only 1:13.
No, gross.
What does that say? What did that say?
I mean, we have to the frogs outside, but it's not like
I
I'm
would never kiss a frog, Nick. I don't know about you. I ain't kissing no frog for
Hey.
nothing.
Hey, Nick.
Hmm.
Nick. Ribbit. Ribbit.
I knew he was going to say that.
I
Oh,
did too.
I was so third grade, Brad. I feel like I'm in third grade. I swear to God.
hmm.
Yeah.
This is getting kind
That's
of
what the
Muppet.
boys.
This is
Hey,
getting
Nick,
a little Muppety
that's
right
what
here,
the
right
boys
now.
punch you in the arm, right, Nick? When they're
Yeah.
in third grade, they're punching you in the arm, and you're like, "What is he doing that for? What's wrong with him?" Yeah, I remember those days.
Okay.
It's been a long time, but
Robert-
Robert even the kid, he doesn't even want to be associated with
Robert's
us.
out of here.
He's like,
He's
I
like,
don't want to be
I'm
associated with you
gone.
guys anymore. Heck no, I'm gone.
so funny. Okay,
Ugh.
yeah, I don't have that problem anymore.
Polly H. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Polly.
Yeah, I did not want to be invested or involved in that one whenever they when the anything comes out of that.
Okay, Elmo.
Elmo.
Well, it was kind of over with when you kind
We're
of
back
left,
with the Muppets.
when
Oh,
you
okay.
left us.
Miss Piggy,
I
Kermit.
know, but I just still
Elmo.
didn't want to be in. I wanted to have a little bit of a line of defense saying I left.
Oh, gotcha.
Thanks, OC. Everybody needs a straight man.
And David Doubloons, I think that's a great idea. Save your money. Yeah. Save your money. Yep.
What
screw
did
that.
he say?
He's talking about the U.S. Mint customer appreciation
Oh,
sale.
yeah.
So what is that gonna entail?
It's today, I think. So,
Yeah, that's what
you know,
he's saying, yeah.
they knocked $1 off for every 1,000 they're charging or something. I don't know.
Was this stuff that they just have in stock that they didn't sell that they're trying to get rid of?
The Mint is not in the business to save you money.
You're
Nope.
right.
And they don't put out coupons. That's funny. I don't care.
I was kind of thinking I was more Kermit the Frog, but that's okay.
I kind of agree with that.
Which one?
Oscar the Grouch.
That's a good question. Mean one.
Or
Yeah.
it's Snow White and the Three Dwarfs today is what it is.
It's $18.
The flowing hair, I heard that should be out soon.
Well, it's always changing. And sterling silver's not silver either.
That's a lovely coin.
What, the flowing hair?
I like a coin without an ugly president. Ugly
I mean, I think
president.
isn't it a metal? It's not going to be.
Yes, that's correct.
I usually am right.
What's it going to be made out of?
Metal,
Silver, I believe.
silver.
I would hope so.
Probably
'Cause
2 ounces
plaid
of silver
ain't
for
worth
$17
nothing.
million.
It's I don't know. I think it's but I do know it's expensive. It's well over. I think it's over 100.
Matthew just came in, says hi to Floor. Let's see. Yes.
Exactly,
Mark A.
Mark.
coin.
That's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do.
Thank you
the
for
flowing
your
hair's
email.
coming out in gold also. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Me too,
And
Mark.
silver and gold. Okay. So do you know the prices? OC?
What is those?
I mean, I think we talked about this before, and I can tell you what Brad said. Brad said that he would probably purchase this on the secondary market, not purchase it directly from the mint.
Because the Mint is not in the business of saving you money.
See, I
With gold at an all-time high and the premium the mint charges, I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay, here we go. Get your
There's going
pens
to be
and
a
pencils
lot.
out.
There's going to be a lot of really low mintage coins coming out soon.
That's what usually happens when the economy sucks, Brad.
The economy's better.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's why they lowered the interest rate a half a point because
Oh, sure. That's why they lowered it. Sure, that's why.
Now I can tell you, even the banking says banking was surprised. It was 0.50 basis points. They were really getting ready for 25 basis points.
Okay, 10th ounces at 332 is not bad for the U.S. Mint.
It's true, but it's bullshit.
Yes, but the silver proof set for 105 is not a deal.
They think everybody is a stupido. And anybody that's dumb enough to do it, they'll take their money. That's how it goes. That's how things go, people. You're dumb enough to give up your bucks, they'll take them.
He's fake news, Matt. He's fake news is what we call Brad.
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
I didn't say it. She did.
I didn't say it.
I did. I'll own it.
Hey, you're welcome to. That's fine. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Nick. I'm just saying I'm waiting. Well, let's see here. Out of everyone here, we got one person thinks that the economy's doing wonderful. Do you
Who
agree,
is
Nick?
that?
I do not agree. I think that prices are going to go up again. We're going to have too much demand and not enough supply. So
That is a.
we're about to see a recession hit. I really think that we're about to see
No,
things.
it's
get
like a
worse.
depression, and we're going to end up seeing the whole thing change.
There's a depression right now.
Yeah, I'm depressed though.
It's off the coast of Florida.
So
Oh, that kind of depression. That's a
oh,
different
see,
coin.
I wouldn't even call Brad CNN. He'd be like more like MSNBC.
Whoa!
Just
those-
kidding. Just
Those
kidding.
people are awful.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Brad is not
Especially that married couple.
He contributes
Ooh.
he contributes to Coin World, and he's got some great articles. And every time I look for something, I always see his picture pop up. The Mr. Rogers one. We need to fix that, Brad. Really.
Okay. Becky has a.
I agree, Nick.
Becky
Let's
has a
make
real
him look better.
question. Put it up quick so we can answer that one. Come on. Come on. You can do it, Robert. Robert.
What?
Put Becky up at 420. A real question. Okay. So PCGS charges different prices based on the value of your coin and the speed in which you want it done. So in order for you to submit a coin, you either have to do it through a submitting dealer like myself, or you have to join their club, which has dues, but with the dues comes submissions, so it kind of breaks even.
Yeah.
So there are
Kinda.
different costs. But if you're going to send a coin, it's probably going to run you in the low $40 range, because once you tack on shipping on both sides, if you go through a dealer like myself with shared shipping with other customers, somewhere around $40. If you do it yourself through their club, you'll join the club for, I don't know what it is, $100. You get 5 submissions, but registered insurance both ways is 20 some bucks each way. So, it can get expensive quick if you don't know where to do like a ride share. So Robert has a lot of customers that send coins to us, and then I'll send 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 coins at a time, and they end up costing around $42 a coin to get done at PCGS.
So,
So if you
Robbie,
do it
you're-
yourself, it costs even more. Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
get a better deal.
Just to let you guys know, the prices of slabbing has went up some. They were
$10,
running
$10, $15.
between 30 and 30, then they went to 35, now they're going to 40. So
Thanks, OC. I'll own that one.
So Robert, you going to answer the question that you asked? It's your turn.
which one, hon?
About the economy. Do you think it's going to get better now?
No, I think the reason that they lowered the interest is because the economy sucks, and they're trying to take and get people to put money into the economy. I mean, look at everything. Who? Yeah, I don't see the economy
Wow.
doing any better.
Let them eat cake.
Marie
That's what I think, Brad. Let 'em eat
Okay.
cake.
Nick knew one. Very good.
It's not like I haven't known any that you've asked. I know everything that you've asked, pretty much. Let's go back. Rewind the
I
tape.
agree, OC. I agree. Yeah. It's fruitless. But it gives
Or
some
Miss
people
Piggy.
hope.
It's like putting lipstick on Miss Piggy.
She already has lipstick on, Brad.
Hope is like
Oh,
ointment.
let's see. Nick, get closer to the camera. Let's see. Do you have lipstick on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I got lip gloss.
No. Well, that's right, Adam. We can't.
You guys don't want to know what I think. You
Go
know?
ahead, B.
No,
I'll tell you what.
no,
I
doesn't
do want
matter.
to know
Robert.
what you think. Go for
Robert, white
It's a
rabbit,
farce.
white rabbit.
It's called a farce, Brad. The whole thing's
White
a
rabbit.
farce. It's a farce. You can take me off. Thank you.
it.
But it's a
I
farce.
gave you the opportunity.
It's
That's
a farce,
okay.
Brad.
I'm an
Farce.
equal opportunity employee, just letting you take and have your chance at it.
The only thing I was interested in that was when we were talking about how people collect coins. And now I don't have nothing to say about the other stuff. That's what I wanted to make a comment on. But anyway, moving on. Right on, Mo.
Ah,
I
Uh,
don't agree.
TAC, I never said anything about the cake. That was Brad, not
I'm
Robert.
hungry too.
it's the cake is called MacArthur's Park.
Oh yeah, I
And
was having
someone
that
left it out
stuck
in
in
the
my
rain.
head the other day, Brad. Don't start. It was stuck in my head the other day. Oh, Donna Summers. Oh,
What? Oh,
What?
that's the new one.
no, she's
Richard.
the one that sang that song.
Oh no, that was the remake. Richard.
okay, whatever. It's
Richard
a terrible
Harris.
song.
Richard Harris sang it.
You got to
Oh
remember.
yeah, like he's
B,
better.
you got to remember.
I
Brad
know
remembers
Richard
when they
Harris.
had the old crank 'em up phonographs. You know, you had to crank them in order to get
Richard
them to
Harris.
run.
Well, I think he played
Oh
King
my gosh,
Arthur or
that does
something.
suck. Holy
He was
smoke.
a famous actor from like the old days.
Richard Harris was. Yes, thank you, B.
8.75% is a lot. Yes, hurry up and go refinance that. But you know, with refinancing, though,
Actually, 9%.
but with refinancing, you have to be careful because you still have
Yes,
to
you
pay
do.
fees of like the refinancing costs and closing costs and attorneys if you have to do that, or even
And have things re-inspected and
No, I
Thank
don't
you,
know what's
Becky.
inspected.
I love Becky.
what is she saying?
Huh?
I'm always optimistic.
Yes.
That's a good thing. That's
It's
good
good.
that there's some people that are like that. Not many of us.
Absolutely.
Being
If-
good,
if-
being optimistic is also being prepared. It's saving your money, and it's
Yeah.
not
I-
overspending. It's not,
Yeah, I understand what Brad's saying though.
what is
It's
Brad
nice
saying?
to hear optimistic people because
that
so many
somebody
people
left
are
MacArthur's Park
pessimistic.
out in the rain.
Yeah. Oh,
He can't take it because it took so long to bake it,
song.
and he'll never have that recipe
Brad?
again.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh, I do not like that song
Oh
whatsoever.
God! That comes on the radio.
I don't
and
care
gotta
who
crank it up to
sings
like
it.
25. Richard Harris.
Ugh.
Be
Although-
glad I
although
ain't
the
got
Donna-
enough churches song.
Although I really like the Donna Summer version too.
It's better than
I'm just gonna sit back and watch the show, enjoy the show.
Like I said, just be glad.
it's a poorly written.
Thank
song.
you, Mark A. Coins, right on top of things.
What
But
did he say?
Do you which version do you like
it's a
better,
terrible
Mark?
song.
It's great.
What song?
MacArthur's Park. You.
I don't even.
ninny.
Sing that. I don't know what it's
How
about.
many instruments? How many instruments do you play, Brad?
What?
Musical instruments. How many? 0?
None
Zero.
anymore. None.
Zero.
None anymore. You're right.
Oh, what did you used to play the clarinet in elementary school?
Trumpet. Thank you very
The
much.
triangle. He used to play the
Oh,
triangle.
is that why you have the funky upper lip?
It is, baby.
He played the triangle.
I was in band all the way through school, Brad, all the way from like elementary,
Oh,
middle school,
I-
high school. And I still play musical instruments.
can I
so
ask
you're
David,
in trouble?
David, who are they playing against?
Oh, that's funny.
Who are we playing? What?
Trumpet players have a weird upper lip right here
How do you know?
because I was in band all the way through school.
I
It's
never
like
played band.
obvious.
Hey,
It's kind of sad.
B
Nick.
knows because she came to Cincinnati to the show, baby.
Ew.
Oh, you are putting too much thought into that, Nick. Holy moly. Don't put that much thought into it.
Oh, the Patriots are playing the Jets tonight.
Is
Oh,
that what's going on?
Oh, I can root for
You
the
did not
Patriots
know?
tonight. Nick, we're on the same team for once.
oh my gosh, Brad. I hate the Jets so bad. Oh, I hate them.
My
Are
favorite
you
team,
entertained,
my
Robert?
favorite
I'm
NFL
so-
teams are the Bengals and whoever's playing the Jets.
I hate or
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
that's what?
The
What?
baboon.
No, I'm
Paul-
just, I'm
Paul
being
plays the baboon?
entertained. I'm totally being entertained, man. You guys are entertaining. Anyway, we're supposed to be
Well,
talking about
Becky, we're usually better than we are. We usually have more to talk about, but I'm glad you're.
Becky, we're happy when somebody asks a numismatic question, and
Or we're-
otherwise
Yes.
it's just squirrel time here.
Yeah, but
Oh,
normally we have more numismatic stuff. But thank you for joining us, and we hope that you come back sometime.
yes.
we didn't scare you
Very
off.
nice. And come join us at the auctions. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You know, and that is true, though. Robert's auctions and Joe Durbin's
Joe
auction.
Durbin.
You not only you can go and watch too. You don't have to purchase, and you will learn a lot about the coins because Robert will teach you a little bit about the coins, and so will Joe. So, that was always helpful when I first started collecting as well. So that you don't have
Every
to.
now and then I like doing my edumacation time.
But if you have an interesting coin, or if somebody asks you a question, you will give that education.
I really, you know, I've been debating on whether I want to just stop selling and just go back to strictly educational videos.
Well, I like it when you do it live, the educational videos, because then we can ask live questions. I
You
mean,
can ask exactly. So if the question you can't necessarily verbalize it, you know what I mean? I know what Nick's saying.
The bicentennial quarter question.
Very expensive 1976 quarter. What does that say?
why is it expensive? I have not seen any expensive 76.
Because
Neither of us.
she looked it up on Google.
Google
found-
or
I found
YouTube.
one of the Google
YouTube is
wires.
bad, too.
We put them in the cash register, Bill. I'm sorry.
That's
There
what
are-
I do.
There are some double dies, which Robert will tell you about, but the chance of finding one is very slim and not worth what
People
they
say they are.
are. Right. Robert?
Well, I like you already, Becky. However, the
What did she say?
bicentennial, the only one that's got any value to it is a Denver one. It is a double die obverse. I believe it is a class 4. I'd have to look it up. Could be a class 1 or 2, but I believe it's a class 4 double die. But yes, I found the 76D DDO quarter. John Jacobs, that is
Yes.
a valuable one. AU, they're worth it. They're worth a little bit. You get them. I don't know that I've seen an MS one sale yet. Well, I've never had one to sell. I have sold, I think 1 or 2 for you, didn't I, Brad?
I don't know. I'm gonna check here.
Oh wow, John Jacobs always finds. I mean, he's always coming up with some good stuff.
Well, I know the 76. I just sold a couple rolls. They were end to end. I don't know what they were, what year. I know they were 76. I just don't know if they were Denver or Philadelphia.
I've never found this 40% silver one. I found them in mint sets, but I have not found them in the wild.
Oh, well, those are pretty common though, Nick.
Mhm.
They made them from 75 to 76. The ones that I would rate, I mean, the only one I think is of any value is what John Jacobs is on.
all right, just a second. I'm researching this as we speak. I've learned how to do a lot of things here. I can research while
Your
I'm.
partner's right around you, isn't he?
All right, the FS 101 or the FS 102, Robert.
101.
All right, FS 101. Let's see what we have here. PCGS plate coin is an MS66. So let's go to, they have graded 166. It sold for $8,400. They've graded 265s. The last one sold for $3,250. They've graded 264s. There are no auction records. 163. There was a 62 in 2018 that brought $810. So if you have an uncirculated coin, I would say retail value is going to be $800 and up, depending on how uncirculated it is.
So there you go, Bill. That gives you an idea of the value for the 76, but it has to be a Denver. I can tell you that.
Denver double die. That's right.
I do not know any that are Philadelphia.
Okay, pop up Matthew Peak's question at 431, will you please?
1 second.
Made out of gold or silver. If you have sterling silver flatware like the platinum,
Okay.
it would have to
Does
stay
toning add value? It can. It can also subtract value. So there are many different types of toning.
They were
Um,
actually invented silver.
Attractive natural toning that has multiple colors in it is going to add to the value of your coin. Deep, dark, black,
It'll just say it'll say the
toning,
color,
splotchy
and
toning,
the word
things that make you go, what the hell happened to that coin, is going to reduce the value of the coin. So I will tell you, most toning
no.
is neutral to negative, and only a very few
Thank you.
bring high premiums based on the color.
That's a pretty color, but I don't like toning, but I do like when it looks like a rainbow.
Yeah, see,
So that's
this-
a 1972 or 71 Canadian dollar. And the toning is attractive, but not outstanding. And there are a lot of them that toned this color and this little bit of model kind of toning on the queen side because of the holders that they were issued in. The coin was issued raw, not capsulated, in a flip top box that had a felt liner, and the felt liner reacted with the oxygen in the coin and created that toning. So I pay more for toned coins that I really love, which are very few of them. So keep that in mind. Just because it's toned doesn't mean it's worth more or nice. Also, just because it's toned doesn't mean it's original. There are some people out there that are getting very good at adding color to coins.
Isn't there a special paper that they can buy that will add toning?
Any high sulfur content paper will
with heat.
enhance
Mm-hmm.
toning
A
because
lot of heat.
toning is oxidation. You need oxygen and
Mhm.
sulfur.
Yes, OC. But it's all in what people like, though, wouldn't you think? Because I mean, there's
Oh, it
some.
is. Absolutely. I sold a 1972 Canadian silver dollar at the fun show 5 years ago for $750.
Wow.
It's like a $10 coin. The toning was unbelievable. And I had many people look at it and people kept going, "You're nuts. You're nuts." And I'm going like, "Okay, I'm nuts." And like the fifth guy said, "How much did you say?" And I said, $750. He goes, "Take 700." And I go, "No, it's 750." And he went, "Okay, here."
I personally am not a fan.
THF, Black Beauty nickels, that they are kind of the exception to black toning. So those are very, very gorgeous in some instances. You have to make sure you get ones that still have nice luster coming through.
There you go, Robert. There you go. There you
Robert's on top of things.
go. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Right. David's doubloons. Toning is worth whatever someone is willing to pay.
No,
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. Because Daniel doesn't like him at all, like me.
Okay,
you
so
know.
let me give you an extreme example.
Yeah.
Some years ago, I was at the podium as the auctioneer, and it was a legend sale, and they had 2 Mercury dimes in the sale that were absolutely unbelievably beautiful and colorful. And
What color? What color? Brad?
rainbow colors.
I like the
Okay.
rainbow.
Okay.
They were magnificent.
Okay.
At the point where a common date Mercury dime goes over $100,000, I wanted to just explode.
Shoot somebody.
No, I wanted to explode.
That's
I think
awful.
the two coins brought like $250,000, and the consignor was
Wow.
in the hallway dancing
I'm
as
sure he
I was selling
was.
the coins.
I'm
Yes.
sure he was.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, it's just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. you
That's
know?
right. And there were 2 rich beholders in that,
Yeah.
in that instance.
And a fool and his money are soon parted also.
Maybe, maybe not, but I can think of a lot better way to spend $100,000.
Me too.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, well, I know
whatever.
somebody who made fun of a 1971 Eisenhower butter that I owned until he sold one.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
that
was
was
that?
you. That was you, Brad. Brad made fun of my 1971 Eisenhower dollar, that is the Type 1 reverse, until he stole one for 30,000 and some odd dollars, and all of a sudden he didn't think it was such a funny coin.
That's a
Oh,
down
I still think
payment.
it's ridiculous, but
That's a down payment on something.
I mean, I still don't know why they even made that. I mean, that's
that's
what
Nick's weekend spending spree at the mall.
no, it's not. I wish.
I think she's very good with money, if you ask me, Brad.
I am very good with money, but
She's
I-
the Capricorn. So am I.
I'm Aquarius.
Oh, you're we talked about that. That's right. You're an
Oh.
Aquarius.
So the fifth
I'm a
dimension.
Capricorn. I'm tight like a drum, you know. I mean, I'm tight.
You gotta have money to spend. So if you don't have it,
So are
Yeah,
you familiar
exactly.
with the fifth dimension in Aquarius there, Nick?
I don't know what that. I mean, I just know I am.
The age of Aquarius.
Way too young for that.
Yeah, she is.
Huh?
Well, like I said, right.
Age of Aquarius, let the sun shine in.
Oh, it's an old song. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, remember I told you my birthday is on the day where I get a parade every 4 years, and I will have another
Oh,
parade
that's
for my birthday this
right.
coming
She
January.
She said that.
And I think I should be the Grand Master
Yeah.
with my crown.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, but maybe I will. No, look,
Yes.
you're getting to that age where, yeah, you can be the. What do they call him? The Grand Marshal. It's the Grand Marshal.
Well, you don't have to be of age. I mean, I've seen little kids do it too.
Be the Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
Freaking has a lisp.
It would be 50.
Well, you know, his birthday and my birthday, we have the same birthday.
It's the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
Aquarius. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, we're birthday twins.
That's
Oh
cool.
my gosh, and his anniversary is the same as my anniversary too.
Oh dear God. They call it the Grand Poobah. Yes.
Those are the Shriners.
Yeah, really. I'm not going to be the Shriner headmaster or whatever. No,
Which
No,
are
the Grand
Masonic Lodge.
Poobah
It's all
was
the
in the
same
Flintstones,
dudes.
wasn't it?
I'm not going to be doing my baton.
Oh, sorry.
The majorettes are okay.
Anybody have a coin question? Please ask.
I mean, I'm trying to see if I can, you know,
Please.
Ah, jeez.
All
I
right.
see Brad's fake news will get me to be in the parade this year.
Sorry. There.
I've been in the parade since first grade. I was in so many parades, I got to where I didn't want to do it anymore.
I'm going to go to Krispy Kreme, Bill 457, and I'm going to get me a Krispy Kreme hat again.
Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, so are we going to have Hat Day someday?
There you go. Yep.
I can do
I
that.
want to go proof set for. Okay, well that's great. So they're what are they now? 15,000 or something? Or...
Jeez.
No, they're a little less than that. Let's see. Let's see what a 95.
That's a good question. Yeah.
What's that?
I have no idea how much
How
it would
much
go
are they
for.
now?
1995.
You know what?
gold
They,
proof
they
set.
don't list those in the regular section here.
Yeah.
They list those under proof gold eagle, I think.
89.85 at
Uh,
LCR
19
coin.
1995.
I was gonna say about $9,000 for one.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
No, not when you consider what you're going to get. I mean, heck, they're not charging much for that 95W there then.
No, they're really not because you get almost 2 ounces of gold.
Right.
So that's that's $6,000. So you're paying about 3,000 for the 95W dollar. That's not bad. Yeah.
No, because, I mean, yeah, go buy you one that's slab for that price.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to have to be a
Exactly.
proof 67 or a proof 68.
Well, the raw ones now, I think most of them have been cherry picked. I don't think you're going to get a 70 quality dollar in any of the sets anymore. You can get a premium for a sealed set. I sold a sealed set at Fun a couple years ago for like $2,500 more than what an open set was bringing.
Okay.
You were born in the blizzard of 78.
I was born in the huge
That
blizzard of
explains
78.
everything.
I mean, a lot of
You
people
got
remember
it.
the blizzard of
I got it
78. It was
now.
pounded all the whole
The gray
nation.
matter was frozen, and it's never thawed out.
Nick, you should have stayed away from that one, hon.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't even affect me. It doesn't matter.
Okay. That's fine. I'm just saying, I know. Well, see, I know Brad a little better than you. I know when they're coming.
Well, I mean,
real easy.
and I figured every time I open my mouth, they're coming. So
It's
kind of, you know.
True fact.
it gets old. Say touche.
Thank you, Brad.
That's what you say.
doesn't
Touche.
get
I was going to mute you, but I don't. I see I don't have to.
It doesn't get old because that's just Brad, and we wouldn't want
That's
him
how
any
he
other,
is, you
we
guys.
wouldn't want him any other way. You're welcome,
Okay.
Brad.
Question for Brad.
Okay. In
Bingo,
2016,
bingo,
they made
bingo.
gold constitutional coins, merc dimes, etc. Have you seen a set with all of them graded MS70? They didn't put them out as a set. They put them out as 3 individual coins, and so you can get 70s in each holder. I haven't seen any 3 coin holders with them in, but I've seen MS70 of each
That's a good question.
of the
too.
coins.
That's a very good question too, Adam. Good question.
Well,
For our
And it's-
experts.
it's a neat set.
Yeah.
Paul H. Burr, Nikki. Yep, I get it.
Huh?
Frigid. Okay, we had a lot of snow in 78. Yes, the Ohio River froze over. The freezer bowl. Do you consider newer mint products investment grade, or do you treat it as BU?
Good question.
Okay, newer mint products are all going to be basically 69s and 70s. Every now and then you get a bad one and there's a 68. But I don't consider any new mint product a good investment.
They're too expensive.
Yeah. Exactly. Good job, Nick. That's what I think.
Okay.
I mean, the quality is
That,
not been
that
great.
is not okay. Hold on. The
No,
coin
but
that is on
to the
the
average
coin that is
person,
on
yes.
your screen right now is that's not good toning. That
Is that-
coin was cleaned. It was put into an album,
Yeah.
and it reacted with the album.
Yes.
First off, circulated coins, for the most part, don't tone on their own.
Yeah, you could tell there's no details on that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
He's right. He's right. He's right. If they're circulated, yep.
yeah.
now the ASEs, I don't think they tone pretty. I've not seen a pretty toned ASE.
I've seen some pretty toned ones, not a lot. It's all dependent on what environment they get put into. I've seen some pretty ones,
Exactly.
but
Well, you know,
most
that's
of the
great.
time,
We discussed that at the coin show, Brad. Remember?
Brad, which set came? I believe there was 5 ASEs.
5,
no,
2000,
yeah.
2011.
Right,
And one of
there
the
was
coins always tones kind of a lilac blue.
and it usually falls out of the holder. I was about to say that is the most. I mean, they have some of them that are absolutely stunningly gorgeous.
Stunning.
Okay, Becky, are you saying you've never been circulated? You stay at home all the time, or your coin has never been circulated? I'm sorry.
It's worth. Okay,
It's
yeah, be
Not
serious.
just me. Not just me.
What does that mean? Dollar bill and shape. What does that mean?
I think
Are you
she's
talking-
going along with her other. I mean, I think it's all.
It went with the other
Oh,
question.
so
Okay.
are you talking about one of the coin and currency sets? Cracker Stacker,
That's-
gold.
That's a good
Gold.
question.
The price of gold is going to change.
Yes, it is.
That wasn't the question.
Oh,
The question was up or down from here.
yes.
It's gonna go up.
It'll be higher than this. It'll be lower than this. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. And what they want to know is when, though, Brad. And
Well,
nobody really knows.
if
I mean,
if
nobody
knew
really
when-
knows.
Hey, B, B, if I knew when, I wouldn't be talking to you. I
Exactly.
would be on my own island in the
Okay, can we
Caribbean.
talk about
Exactly.
numismatic?
Me too. I'd be
Shooting
right
pirates.
next to you.
Okay, I want to ask you a numismatic question that may help people. Can I
Okay.
ask you? So, if you don't want your coins
Uh.
to tone, what type of environment should we put them in, and how should we be storing our coins?
PVC
so-
free.
If you keep your coin away from two things,
Heat.
oxygen and sulfur, it'll retard the toning process. So that's why old timers used to wrap their coins in jeweler's paper and then put them in envelopes. The jeweler's paper was acid-free paper that would
Yep,
not
PVC
allow sulfur to get right next to the coin. So,
So,
if
where's
you get
sulfur? I mean, layman's terms, where is the sulfur coming from? I mean, is
paper,
it
paper,
The
cardboard,
paper,
cardboard
yeah.
and
my
paper.
coins near paper?
And the
No,
and the
What?
the-
I don't put my coins near paper.
But there's different types of paper. Okay, so there are high sulfur content paper, low sulfur content paper. So in a nutshell, if you keep air from circulating around your coin,
Mhm.
like an airtight holder,
Okay.
it's not 100% airtight, but it keeps pretty much air out, and there's no cardboard, there's no paper around, and so that's going to keep your coin white
Mhm.
virtually, well, through your lifetime. And you're much younger than I am, so you'll have white coins forever, basically. So that is, in a nutshell, the best thing you can do for your coins. That's why coins and slabs generally don't tone. You know, the newer slabs are more airtight than the older slabs, and
Mhm.
it keeps that not nasty oxygen thing out from around your coin.
Now, do you find that in different regions within the nation have with especially like with New England and the South and
Okay, so many years ago, somebody came in with a bunch of Ike dollars and proof sets to sell, and they were all toned to just, and I'm like, how does this happen? And the guy goes,
storage.
well, they were stored on a mountain in West Virginia. The mountain's full of coal.
There you go.
Got a lot of sulfur in the air. It toned the coins. So, yes, different areas of the country are going to have advantages and disadvantages for storing coins. Sure. So,
and mine is
someplace that you live, like the dank, dark, musty,
Moisture.
I don't have moisture here.
So it'll you know, mold will grow on your coins, you know.
Moisture, heat, 68 degrees, perfect temperature for me.
We have a
Okay, freaking
dry
at
climate.
451. Hold on. And holders, rubber ring, do you think down the road that will hold up? I don't know. If it's a new holder, I think they've done enough research to make sure there's nothing bad in it. Freaking awesome. Okay. I thought
What destroys heat,
hold it.
Brad?
B,
What
just
destroys
a second.
heat?
Huh?
What destroys rubber? Heat. Eventually it destroys it. Come on. Haven't you guys ever had a
kryptonite
rubber band
destroys
around
Superman.
something? Ever had a rubber band around something and it gets old?
Do not put rubber bands anywhere near your coin.
Exactly.
You know what rubber bands have in them?
Not exactly in the rubber. Sulfur. Okay. Yeah.
If you want to see the damage your rubber band can do, put a rubber band around a 1964 $50 and leave it somewhere for a while and come back.
Super bad. It'll leave a black stripe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now can I answer freaking awesome's question, please?
No.
Freaking.
Go ahead.
B
I was
will
going to
not let
ask you
me
to
answer.
read that one anyway, so go
Okay.
for it.
Plastic is not necessarily your enemy. It depends on what type of plastic it is. If you have plastic that has been given polyvinyl chloride to make it softer and less brittle, bad. If you have PVC free plastic, good, except PVC free plastic has a tendency to be abrasive, kind of like Robert. You put your coin in it wrong, and it'll scratch. You can scratch a proof coin taking it in and out of a PVC free flip. So you have to just be careful. You have to know what kind of plastic you have. Generally speaking, the harder the plastic, the safer it is for coins.
I said
And-
yes on this question here.
What's that?
If you don't want them toned, I would take them out.
Depends on how old they are.
Okay, so Whitman folders. Whitman folders are wonderful for circulated coins.
Yes.
If you have uncirculated coins, think about it. They're in Whitman folders. The obverse is exposed to
Mhm.
everything, and the reverse is exposed to cardboard.
That's why he was
So-
giving them out free.
And the coins are going to end up with one look to the obverse and another look to the reverse.
Right.
So as far as uncirculated coins, no, I wouldn't keep those in Whitman folders.
Has anybody checked if they made better ones? Because years later or years ago, they were blue and they would turn your coins blue and so on and so forth. I haven't checked in a long time because I don't use them. So I don't know if they've made PVC free holders like Littleton has, you know. It's a
Well, some of them are PVC free. The old ones
Yeah.
weren't.
I don't know about the new ones though. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
So, and then the Whitman albums with the slide in it, of course, understand the limitations of the album. The slide, if it touches the surface of your coin as it's going
scratch
back
it.
and forth, will scratch the coins.
Yeah.
The coins towards the end of the page get more oxygen flowing around them, and they will tone much faster
Much
than a
faster.
coin in the middle of the page.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of ask yourself, what environment are my albums in? Where, look at them every now and then to make sure that they're not doing something you don't
Yeah.
want.
You could put them in a
So-
cedar chest.
He's still right. I found a Franklin just recently, a
No,
Benji
no,
that I
no. Cedar chest, no.
Well,
No.
why? What was the cedar going to do? I thought it takes out moisture, draws out moisture.
Go ahead, Brad.
Okay, then I better tell my mom to take her coins out of her cedar chest.
I hope, yeah, tell her.
Wood and coins are usually not a good mix. If something has sap in it,
Sap. There you
sap
go.
is not good.
You really think there's going to be?
There's not
sap with
actual
cedar chest?
sap. Actual
No, but that's
sap
why
is-
it smells like that, Nick. Sap.
That's
It
right.
smells like cedar.
So, yes. Not good for your coins, Nick.
Okay, well then I'll tell my mom to take them out. But
Okay.
Nick, in your defense, the really high class collections used to be kept in containers with mahogany.
Mahogany and oak. The harder the wood, the less problem they are for coins.
Good luck
What is
getting some mahogany.
what is a really soft
Good luck.
wood, Nick?
oh no, but you're going to tell me, I'm sure.
Cedar.
Cedar and
Well, I mean
balsa.
that's my
balsa
mother grew up.
wood.
That's what they used to keep their things
What's
in.
worse than
no matter
cedar?
what
What's worse than cedar?
Balsa
Pine.
wood.
pine, but I'm not going to have anything made out of pine. And my mom, she's an old New England family, so they do have some high-end like cedar chest.
Yeah,
I mean, those
yeah.
chests.
I have a cedar chest, Nick. Yeah, I know.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a cedar chest, Nick, but I don't store my coins.
Okay,
Coins in
well-
it, yeah.
My mom does, and she's very old school, and she's not going to change.
Well, then, okay, then why ask me?
Well, I was just asking because
And I'm just telling. And you wanted to argue with me.
And this that
Oh.
time of the day,
And there we
everybody,
go,
paper
Robert.
bag.
Yeah.
well,
Listen.
Brad, next week I won't be able to be here, so it'll be very quiet for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Where are you going?
I will be traveling down to visit with my sister. I have a doctor's appointment in Southern Maine, so
Nice. Go
I'll be
see your
traveling.
sissy.
Yeah, 2 hours south.
Another facelift. Okay, thank you.
I know. I know.
It's not nice.
Okay, let's take in Nick.
He's
We're
so
gonna start with
mean.
you. What have you share? Whatever you like. How people
Yeah.
can see
Just thank you for joining us. It was fun, and we'll see you not next week, but the following.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks everybody for coming. I had a great time. I always do. And we'll see y'all later. And you asked some great questions of the guys. Good job, everybody. See you later.
Coins rock, but not in wood. Okay, keep that in mind.
Oh
Hey guys,
my gosh.
thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. Have a good time. And let's see, Nick's not going to be here next week. I might be gone the week after, so you guys might have some real yeah. Oh, I'll be back that day. Never mind. Anyway, thank you. Come with some coin questions for next week. Take some pictures of coins that you have questions about. Send them to Robert. We'll put them up. We'll answer questions. We'll have some fun. And everybody, be safe. See you next week.
Okay, everybody. Yes, do that. Another thing. If this is over, do me a favor. Put in the comments some suggestions for content that you would like to see come out of the podcast. Also, you can always send me photographs and ask questions, and we will get it through. If you'd like to have it on the podcast, put in the subject line for the podcast so that we know. Okay. Other than that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow right here on Coin Up. We're having a sale at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, guys, take care. It's been a lot of fun. Don't forget, you have to be looking at coins between now and then. Happy hunting. Good night, all.